Yeah. Ooh. What about that mag?
Was inside and stacked up. And there's a couple pieces down here that obviously floated down here. 2x8, and then a, what do you call that, a 8x8. And this is the neighbor's property. You can see the pond, and then oh no.
Mom.
What's your name? What's your name? You see yourself in there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mom, pushing me.
Okay.
I'll be this.
Don't touch the top. Hold down here. There you go. Go see everyone.
So, got a little flooding here in St. Mary's, so we finally pulled our ramp out. We've got a tree hung up, and they just liberated that log from the shore in front of the cabin. And I think now they're going to try to pull the other tree out. Look at this, water came all the way up. You can see the silt, how far up the water got. There's the cabin. So it came up. That came up quite a bit. Look at the mud down there. Nasty. So yeah, Rancher Dan gonna try to lasso it and pull it out. We'll see how this works out. But yeah, it was got some water here. Last time we were here, the dock was sitting on the beach. Now, not so much. Yes, you did. Ugh, it's just a silty, muddy mess on our lawn now. Look at this. Ugh. Should have brought some waders, I guess, huh?
I didn't realize there was going to be a tree somewhere.
Yeah.
No, this will not work. Going right off of it. Good morning. I'm wet. And I'm muddy. So obviously you've seen Teresa's video. We are in Idaho at the cabin. There were some floods that were happening. No major damage here, or actually no damage at all. But you can see where Ellie is. The water line came up through here and over by our flower bed. So it's receded I would guess at least 8 feet, 6 feet. We set this log free that was jammed in there. Unfortunately, that log that's right there, we're gonna have to wait until the water goes down again. So during the winter time, that dock is on the ground. So we'll hopefully try to time it where we can come up when it's on the ground, and I'll just get the saw out and start cutting it, and we'll do away with it. So we're just gathering things now. Man, it's different up here in the winter time. Usually there's snow, like at our home, but it is just wet. It's moist, humid. My hair's flat because of the humidity. Problems, I tell you. Hold on, I gotta put some stuff away. All right, so we're at the shop. This is where we usually keep our camper, and mind you, this is all a high point. So the water, I don't know how high it got, but you can see the wet marks along the bottom, and a lot of that is just moisture itself, which I doubt water got up that high. But all this wood was inside and stacked up. And there's a couple pieces down here that obviously floated down here, 2x8, and then a, what do you call that, a 8x8. And this is the neighbor's property. You can see the pond, and then the next neighbor, he has a pond. Next neighbor looks like he has a lake. So yeah, the shop was built up high because we knew it was gonna flood one of these days, but it's just kind of hard to tell how high the water actually got. The ground is super spongy right here, but you can see, so this is the low spot all the way through here, and you can see water. So I'm curious to know how high it actually got. Kind of freaky, but what do you do, you know? This is the driveway coming in. Obviously, that's standing water. So, yeah, at least got up to this part, up in here. So elevation wise, that's, I would call it another 2 feet up to this point from down there. So if that's the case, then it definitely did get in the shop. Let me take you in the shop and show you the water on the floor in there. So hold on. Some geese. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here, but obviously we've been traipsing through here, but you can see the water here underneath the high jets. There's water. And then underneath the pontoon boat, there's water. Yeah, so no damage in here. There's a few things that are on the ground that probably shouldn't be, but it's wet now. There's nothing we can do about it. So we're just trying to grab everything that we think needs to be put up and stowed a little bit better. And oh, look at the geese. Isn't that cool? They're probably gonna land in our field with all the water. Should be cool. So I think we're gonna find a spot to shoot pistols. And that spot is probably just right out here. There's no one up here at all. There's a few people that live over there. One person, I think, but it shouldn't bother him. But anywho, let's get to it. So you guys remember that place? Doesn't look like the water got up to that. But remember, this is receded quite a bit. This is the everything that always floods. So yeah, it was pretty damn high. So that's where the trash cans are. And the water was all over through here. You can see where a couple of these logs up here tried floating across. Crazy stuff. Well, hello everyone. It is, oh my gosh, Thursday. Doing chores. Yesterday we had the big wind. Haven't filmed for a couple days, but it's a little better today. Yesterday we got some pretty bad winds around here. I'm sure everyone already knows about it. In Stevensville, which is down there, oh, a little ways, they had winds of 88 miles an hour. And yesterday morning when I left the house, I had to obviously be on duty with the fire department. So when I left the house early in the morning, we had some gusts that were 45 and up, so it was pretty bad. No damage here. A few things to clean up though. Tarps over the hay, and then the insulation box over the bees. So we're gonna do that too. So hold on. Well, that's done. So it took that brick, that cinder block, blew it off, and then blew the box over. Luckily the fence got it, but I think the tarps on the hay actually did pretty well. There's a couple that need to be arranged, but when I'm done with the water and stuff with the duckies, we'll go do that, won't we? Poop eater. All right. Water in the bowl, Buster the bowl. So here's what the tarps look like. Front one took the most damage, I think. But yeah, I gotta fix that. So let me get you in a good spot. Well, they're all happy cows. Aren't you, Emmy? I know this one is. Big old Loretta. Yeah. Anyway, that about wraps up the video. I hope you liked the beginning of it. That was my new cameraman, my grandson Aiden. Point it at everyone.
Mom?
I found somebody's sock.
Here, point it. Point it.
Dad, please, please,
You
please.
gotta keep your finger off of that. Hold it down here.
And that?
Yep.
Mom?
Get closer.
And Uncle?
Uncle.
And B. Mom. And that.
Oh no.
Mom. And baby. And that. And B. And then.
Hi.
Hi. Aiden. Aiden.
There you go. He's a
Nice.
natural.
He figured that out quick. Aiden. Aiden, where's Rora?
And please.
Are we done?
No, and please. Cheese. My cheese.
Mom cheese.
Mom.
All the time.
Mama.
One more.
Cheese.
He goes, now you know where it is.
Cheese. Mom. Mama, cheese.
What's your name? What's your name? You see yourself in there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And Mom pushing me.
Okay.
I'll be this.
Don't touch the top. Hold down here. There you go. Go see everyone.
We are leaving now. So I might just take
Hi, Aiden. Hi, buddy.
Hi. Look at that.
Hi.
Hi, Aiden.
Bah!
Are we done?
No. He just started. That pushing. Aiden, beep,
Okay,
bop,
turn it
beep,
off.
bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. Beep, bop.
He's smart enough to figure out how to run a camera, even better than me. But a couple questions came up since we're out here feeding. Billy? Nope. Since we're out here feeding, the round bales versus the square. So the round bales we've gotten local here in the Bitterroot Valley. Those are 1,800 pounds, and it's just pasture grass. The square bales that we get are from Mud Lake, Idaho, and they are 3x3x8, and they are alfalfa. So the reason why you would feed alfalfa is a higher protein level. The higher the protein level, the less supposedly that it takes to fill up their bellies, which I don't know if I've seen that before, but they sure like it and they eat it, so good for them. Cost is within probably, I would say, under $50 a ton, about the same. Grass obviously is cheaper. The square bales, they weigh 1,200 pounds, whereas these round bales, I think they average around 1,900. So the round bales obviously last them longer because there's just more there. And honestly, I don't really have a preference when we come closer to calving, which we're there. Should be there, probably within, I don't know, I haven't really honestly checked their bags. Well, they still got some time left, it looks like. As far as the bags, you look for fullness. That's when they get ready to start getting ready to have the baby, and then their rear end will start to discharge clear fluid stuff. So without going into great detail about that, anyway, yeah, that about wraps it up. I think tonnage wise we have, well, haven't done the tonnage, but we have just under $8,500 worth of hay that we've gotten at the end of summer, fall, to carry us through the winter time. So that should be enough, shouldn't it, Billy? Yeah? All right, it's enough tractor talk, Eric. Let's head up to the barn, go check on Buster, and get everything tucked away. Looks like the snow is here to stay. Well, here he comes. Hey there, buddy. You want some food? Come on. Not sure what his temperament is today. Get out of here, Billy. There you go, buddy. Seems all right. Kinda. Anyway, that's all I got. Not much of a video this week. Been kind of an array of stuff. We had to, as you've seen, go to Idaho. There's been flooding up country north of us in Montana, the Northwest, and that also encompasses northern Idaho, where our cabin is. So I showed you on the video how high the water got. It's supposed to come up again, but you know, it kind of is what it is at this point. Good old Mother Nature, you just never know. So yeah, no plans on going anywhere from here on through Christmas anyway. So it'll just be farming stuff. So the poop eater, I've been yelling at her all afternoon, telling her not to do that, but she doesn't listen. Anyway, I want to thank Montana and Idaho Company. I don't know why I want to thank them, because they haven't emailed me back. So, hey, Montana and Idaho Company, if you're watching this, email me back something. Give me a middle finger. I don't care. And then through Avent Link, I picked up another, not sponsor, but contributor to the channel, Sitka Gear. I'm sure you've heard of it. At the time, I don't have any offers to pass along, but I'll put up both the, whatever you call them, UPC things, or EPC, whatever, UPC. I'm not sure what they're called anymore. Kind of having a hard time thinking. But I'll put them right here and right here. Then of course, if you want to get on with Avent Link, use this one, QR code. That's what they're called, and that, you know, will get me a few dollars. I don't know how much exactly. I haven't heard anything yet, so no big. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you, grandson Aiden, for being my film man. And we'll get some more of that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have yourself a Merry Christmas.